You're dismissed. Welcome to the 2022 Outpost 292 Award Ceremony. For those of you who are unaware with Royal Rangers or unfamiliar with Royal Rangers, we're an international group based in over 138 countries. Royal Rangers is an activity-based small group church ministry for boys and young men in grades kindergarten all the way up to 12th grade. Royal Rangers has a mission to evangelize, equip, and empower the next generation of Christ-like men into lifelong servant leaders. More than 2 million boys have participated in Royal Rangers since its inception in 1962, and over 100,000 participate on a weekly basis just here in the United States alone. Our outpost is broken up into 4 groups. And Kyle, can you move forward on the slide? Thank you. Ranger Kids, which is grades kindergarten to 2nd grade. We have them up here in our front row. Discover Rangers, which are grades 3 to 5. Adventure Rangers, which are grades 6 through 8. And then our Expedition Rangers are in high school. Before we begin the ceremony, I have some past due awards to recognize a few boys with. So boys, if I call your name, you can come up, you go around, come up on that side. You notice we don't have stairs in the front anymore, but you can come up on that side and then kind of move right over this way and exit that way. But we'll start out with the Ranger Kids, okay? The Ranger Kids, if I can call Aidan Stark up. Owen Budacheski. Stand right here, okay? Leo Schwartz. Ben Skinner. And Casey, I have to pronounce your last name, I apologize. Let's do it right. Tarasic, thank you. All right, thank you. Get the Rams first. So actually, we've got a couple of Ranger Kids that aren't here right now that did not make it. Clayton and Asher Bryce, they're brothers. I don't see them here. And then Derek Evan is not here as well. Each of the Ranger Kids have worked on a series of memorizations and activities throughout the year. And I want to give them their final awards that they should have gotten a couple of weeks ago. And guys, I want to give you these. This is their RAM Achievement Patch. So you've got that. So I'm going to shake your hand and you go right out. Okay, buddy? Great job, Ivan. There you go, Owen. There you go. Nice. Ben. There you go, buddy. And Casey. There we go. Almost there. No, not yet. Okay, we're going to. I also want to recognize Ivan, Casey, and Ben. Last Saturday, took a special trip with their families up to Lockport and did the Discovery Center, did a bunch of things. They actually earned their History Achievement Patch, which they already got. They got that. But I recognize them, too, because we didn't get a chance to recognize them publicly. Moving on to Discovery Rangers, things that some of the boys really just earned over in the last month of May is I'd like to call up one at a time. Ian, could you come on up? And Ian got his. Ian earned his Silver Falcon and his Orange Bible number 4. He earned his Silver Falcon Award and his Orange Bible number 4. There you go, buddy. Congratulations. To get an Orange Bible Merit, to get a Bible Advancement or Bible Merit, a boy has to study 8 lessons. So over time, it kind of builds up and they get more and more, but they actually will study books of the Bible. The books of the Bible are broken up into 5 separate lessons, but if they earn 8, which is basically a book and a half of the Bible, they study a book and a half of the Bible, they get an Orange Bible Merit, okay? So that's what we're giving up. It is are the Aidan or Connor here? Nope. Okay. Look at the Ranger kids. Ty Schwartz, come on up, man. Ty Schwartz has earned his Bronze Falcon, and Orange Bible number 2. Come on up, buddy. Man, I know you can go faster than that. Great job. There you go, buddy. Good job. Give him a hand. Also, I'm going to call some names off, and when you come up a little bit later, when your commanders, Discover Rangers, hey guys, Ranger kids. So the Discovery Rangers, when you come up a little bit later, when your commanders, I'm going to call your names off and let you know, but you don't have to come up. You also, 8 of you came on a Saturday and earned or 10 of you earned your chess merit. So that would be Aidan, Eli, Xander, Ty, Abe, and Josiah. A couple others did as well, but they weren't here. So great job on that. Okay. And now is Lucas here? Nope. Okay. All right. If I could get Nick to come up. Nick, front and center. Okay. Thank you. So Nick is in his 3rd year of Adventure Rangers, and he was just kind of a little bit kind of right towards the end. But I want to give him now his last 2 advancements that he could get during as an Adventure Ranger, and his last 2 Bible merits. So Nick has earned his advanced and his master level adventure merits, and he's actually they're called advancements. I apologize. And Brown Bible 11 and 12. And those of you who are doing math, there you go, buddy. Great job. That is 96 separate Bible studies. So I think that's 8 times 12, right? Doing that. New math. So now I want to talk about the Ranger kids. If you want to, Carl, you'll actually, oh, perfect. Thank you. That's awesome. So this year we worked on what's called the Trail to the Elk, which included the ram, the antelope, the caribou. You just saw me give the antelope away. And if a boy earns all 4 of these badges, they earn a special badge or a special advancement level called the Trail to the Elk. This year we had 6 out of 8 boys earn that, and I have no doubt that I would have had 8 out of 8, but a couple of boys joined about a third of the way into the year, so they didn't get an opportunity to earn that first one. But I have no doubt they would have done it. But we have 6 out of 8 boys that earn that Trail to the Elk. So what I'd like to do is invite the boy up individually and give them their award. And I would also like their parents to come because it's kind of a big deal for them, their parents or the grandparents, whoever's here with them. And then if they go over, you could get a picture in front of over here. I'd like to get your picture too. For a boy to earn all 4 of these advancements, they would memorize around 12 separate Bible verses. They would come to at least 20 separate meetings, which as parents, sometimes that's not always as easy. Attend at least 1 ranger outing that we did, or 1 ranger outing, and then several other different things. Memorize different parts of the patches and different Royal Ranger pledges. Memorize the 3 pledges you had up here, and then lead their own group in that as well. So these boys have all achieved that. So the first guy I'd like to recognize for this is Owen Budacheski. Come on up here, Owen. Great job. Come on up here. And if I could get Owen's parents or grandparents to come over here so they could kind of take a picture if they want to. If they're here. Here you go, buddy. Wrong hand here. Shake hands with that one and take it with that one. There you go. Here you go, buddy. Go right down there to your mom. You're going to get a picture taken, okay? All right, great job. staring at me. Ivan Stark, come on up here. Good job, Ivan. Ivan has also earned his Elk Award. There you go, buddy. Fantastic job. I get your mom. No, right over here, buddy. Get your mom and dad to come over. Get some pictures. Ben Skinner, come on up. Come on up, buddy. All right. Great job, Ben. Nice. Got through it, right, buddy? Right over here. Get your picture taken. And the other three boys that earned this award are not here. I also want to take a moment and recognize this year, most of you know, we started out with Leader Commander John and Sharon Gingrich. They've been leaders for Ranger Kids for a few years now. And due to some health issues, they had to step back down. And that put me back into the classroom. I had a good time, but I have to tell you, about halfway through the year, I had a saving grace from the Lord. I was praying to the Lord, and I said, you know, God, I got some other things I have to do with Royal Rangers. I got to work it out. And he sent me this guy who said, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Bob Smith, can you stand up real quick? I got to recognize Bob. Turn around and give Bob a. As you guys know, Bob has been a mainstay in the Ranger Kids room now. He's actually really almost taken over. He was, from about the second week there, he was leading every Bible study, every devotion, every closing prayer. I could not have gotten through without you. And then an old friend of mine popped in one day, and he says, "Hey, what can I do to help out?" And it was, you got to stand up, Tom. Tom doesn't have his Ranger shirt on. We don't have one in a long yet, but we have to order skinny and extra long and tall for this guy. But Tom is a really good friend of mine. Him and I used to coach football together, and yeah, Tom's a born-again Christian. He came and he said, "How can I help you? What can I do?" And I said, "Well, I got an idea." And from the first day that that Tom came in, I knew he was ready to go for this. He's got a passion about it. He handles the kids extremely well, and give him a big hand because he's done a great job. And both of these guys have said, "Yeah, I'm all in." They want to come back next year, and they want to actually develop their skills as Ranger Kid leaders. And that's something that, if you've been familiar with our outpost, you know that's something that's been a little inconsistent over the years. So that's going to help us a lot. So great job, guys. I really appreciate what you've done for us. I just wanted to, I wrote down a few things. Actually, we're good there. I apologize. I did those already from memory. Look at that. Didn't even need to write them down. Next up, I want to recognize the Discovery Rangers. If I can call up the Discovery Ranger leaders this year: David Dillingham, Scott Pugh, Greg Stefano, and Chris Poole is all. If you don't know his name, he's the guy with the beard. He's our camping coordinator as well. He was not sure if he could be here today, but if you look on the screen, you'll see a list of the both skill merits and the Bible merits that we studied this year. One of them I want to kind of point out. I don't know if you want to come up or not, but if you want to just stand up, I want to give Sandy Dillingham some recognition here. She came in. Sandy used to be our sign language person here, and she came in for 5 weeks, and she worked with the boys and taught them basic sign language, right? Basic American Sign Language. And from what I understand, the boys were talking behind the commander's back, and he didn't even know about it. So I want to thank you very much. And I found out today that I did not order their patches, or they didn't come in. I think I ordered them and they did not come in, but or something. I thought they were here, but apparently the boys did not get their sign language patch, and Mrs. Dillingham wanted to give them to them. I apologize, boys. You'll get them over the summer or when you come back next year, either way. So thank you. So I'm going to kind of turn it over to the leaders here at this point right now, and I'm going to allow them to give a presentation. And there's a microphone right there for you. You guys can stand up next to him if you want to. You can stand up next to him. David, I don't think that's turned on. Yeah. There you go.
It's probably better the other way. We did the sign language merit, which Chris just talked about. We did a first aid merit. We did a disability awareness merit, and we also did it's called a leadership merit during the year, plus Bible lessons all throughout the year. So we're going to start with Ian here. Actually, why don't you, oops, don't take Chris's notes here. So the first one I'm going to call up is Ian. Ian, as you know, just earned his Silver Falcon. He has done he's done quite a bit, but this year he's done his toolcraft, first aid, basic sign language, and he also did the disability awareness. Aidan.
Yeah, only in advance. Yeah, I saw it. That's okay.
All right. Aidan has earned his Silver Falcon, or is going to earn his Silver Falcon. Sorry, you weren't here when they handed him out, but you would have gotten it. He's also got his he earned his Firecraft this year, first aid skills, models and designs, toolcraft, basic sign language, chess, and railroading was done this year too, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's right. Hey, Chris. And this is Chris Poole, by the way. Connor was our senior patrol leader this year. He was the head of the group. He has quite a few achievements under his belt. He has the Gold Falcon, he has the Gold Hawk, and he has just today the bronze. Okay, and today he's earned the bronze Eagle, which he'll get a little later from Mr. Post. He has taken this year. He's taken the. He's already had Firecraft, first aid skills. He did the basic sign language and the disability awareness. He's not here. Riley's not here, right? No. He's not here. He's not here. He's not here. Tyler. Yeah, well, this is the one that's on there. I know he's the only one. Tyler has earned his first aid skills. He's also earned his sign language, and he's also earned his disability awareness. Congratulations, buddy. Yeah, I think they have the wrong one. Eli. Eli was a patrol leader. He's earned he earned the first aid, the sign language, and the disability awareness. He's also earned the Gold Falcon and the Gold Hawk, and White Eagle also. Yes. Congratulations, buddy. Xander. Xander, this is the second year for Xander also. Eli was the second year. Xander has earned his gold falcon. He's also earned his gold hawk and his white eagle. And this year he has earned his firecraft, his toolcraft, the basic sign language, first aid, and the disability awareness. Congratulations, Xander. If I'm wrong about it, you correct me. I'm sort of going off of memory here. X-ray color, okay. Abe. Abe, this is the second year for Abe also. Um, he's earned his gold falcon, his gold hawk, and his white eagle. And this year he's done the three that we did: the first aid, the sign language, and the disability awareness. Congratulations, sir. And he was also a patrol leader. Josiah. Is he gold?
Yeah, you're not going to say nothing. Yeah, yeah. But
Okay,
don't
I
worry
just
about
wanted to make sure.
it.
Josiah, you've earned the gold falcon this year. You had the first aid. You also have this basic sign language, and you got the disability awareness this year. Congratulations, buddy. Hold on, he'll give you your patches. And that's it. No one I didn't call up, right? No.
Thank you, David. Did Josiah earn his disability awareness? Okay, Josiah, come back up, buddy. That's okay. And just kind of get this taken care of. Connor, Connor, can you come up too? I got your chess award here, and I didn't forget about him. There you go, buddy. That's your Josiah did get his disability awareness, and Connor, you got your chess merit. Oh, did I give it to you already? Oh, okay, go ahead then. I just want to, there you go. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Okay, this next award is a larger award that I would like to, like I said, like get pictures with your family, and I'll be frank with you. Um, the ordering process and the application process, um, just kind of give you an idea. To get this award, our national office keeps track of this, and these are the applications for each boy for the national award. Um, and here's where I guess they've, because of supply this year, they've asked us to give them a 10-week lead time on when a boy earns an award. Yet we only have like a week from the time of the end of the year until the award ceremony. So what I have to tell you is every one of the boys' larger awards has been applied for, and national office is reviewing it, and they probably will come in this summer. But I definitely want to recognize these boys for these awards. Okay, so the awards aren't in, but what I do have for them is I have the certificates and the medals for them to get their picture taken with. So these are samples that they give us. So I have these, and they can get their pictures taken with them, and then when their actual awards will come in. Much like if you've ever had anybody graduate graduate from high school, they do the same thing. They give you the sample, get your picture, and then you actually get the diploma later. So we're going to kind of do that. So the boys get their picture taken with a medal, with their medal, and with their award. They just will actually have to leave that here and get the real medal there. So I've never really had to do that before. They've never had that, but apparently, whatever they make these out of them is a rare supply right now. I'm not really sure what we're kind of all in that boat right now. But this next award, when I call your name, if I could get the boy to come up and his parents on stage, and actually I'm going to ask you to do this again. I'm going to ask the Discovery Ranger leaders to come back up as well and kind of stay up here. To achieve a Gold Falcon Award, a boy has to move progressively through the Trail of the Falcon, get the White Falcon, the Red Falcon, the Bronze Falcon, and the Silver Falcon. When he's completed the Trail of the Falcon, a boy will have been in at least third grade. They'd have studied at least 9 books of the Bible, earned at least 6 skill merits, which would include 1 leadership merit. Most of our boys have earned 2 of those leadership merits this year, along with attending Rangers each week and doing that. So if I could get the Discovery Ranger leaders to come back up as I give these awards, and what I'm going to ask you to do is just take a picture with the boys up here. And then if parents, if you want a picture with your boy, when we're done with this, you can move over and we'll kind of do that. We'll get pictures to take in as well. The first boy that I want to recognize for this award, for the Gold Falcon Award first, okay, is Josiah Stefano. Come on up, Josiah. Come on up here. And can Mom come up too? Yes, definitely. You want to come up, and if you want to have pictures, and I'll put these pictures on the website for you, so you can pull them off there, and they'll be up there. Come here, buddy. Great job. There you go. So turn it around here. Take this, and that's your medal that you're going to get. Okay, turn around, take a look. Yeah, come on up here. Get your picture. Why don't you do this? Why don't you show Miss Kim your award? Show her the front, and hold that up there too. That's what you get. Okay. Hey guys, take a look up here, because this is kind of what you're going to do too. Josiah's the guinea pig here. All right, great job. Here you go, Josiah. That's what. Normally you'd get to take that, but yeah, sorry about that. Thank you. No problem. Here you go. Yeah, you'll just have to give it back, guys, this time. I apologize to you. Next guy I want to call up for this is Aidan Coe. Aidan Coe, come on up. And if I get your mom and dad to come up here. Great job, buddy. If you kind of turn around here, you're going to kind of get your picture taken with all your leaders, picture with your dad. There you go. Awesome. Great job, Aidan. One of the things that we work on is teaching the kids how to shake hands. It's not always easy. And a couple of the guys have done it, but the last person that's here right now that has earned this is Ian Budacheski. Come on up here, Ian. All right. Have your mom come up. Here's this for you, buddy. So take it and just put that right around, turn it around, get your mom right in here. Great job. Hold that right up, Ian. All right. Good job. Ian, I got to take it back, buddy. I have to take it back. No, this right here. All right? I'm going to get you another one, okay? I'm going to get you a brand new one, okay? This one's been, shake hands, buddy. Okay. So when a boy earns that award, when they earn 3 of those achievement medals in Discovery Rangers, they're eligible to earn something called a Discovery or a Gold Eagle Award. And a Gold Eagle Award just basically is recognizes them for all the work they've done, and they do have to do some additional work as well. They have to do some work on service projects and things like that. Right now, we don't have any boys that have gotten to that level, but the next level up that we have is called a Gold Hawk Award, and we'll do the same procedure when I call your name. If you get the boy and his parents to come up on the stage. Yep, we're at the right one. And so you're going to kind of do the math here. To achieve the Gold Hawk Award, a boy has to move progressively through the trail to the hawk, earning his white, red, bronze, and silver hawks. A boy will have been at least fourth grade, so they don't allow you to do it early. They study or lead, and I mentioned this or lead, and I'll explain that in a moment, at least 18 books of the Bible, and they've earned at least 12 skill merits, including 2 leadership merits. The reason I say at that level now they begin because I say they study or lead. Our boys, if those of you who don't know, don't have a boy, they'll get paper each week, and each boy and each group should take turns, and they actually lead the Bible studies, kind of getting them ready to begin to be able to disciple others. Remember, we're a discipleship program, and we're teaching boys to disciple the others. So I want to award now the Gold Hawks as we move through there. So the first guy I want to award is Connor Coe. Come on up here, Connor. Great job. Now, Connor is you're in 5th grade, right, Connor? Connor also acted as the Discovery Rangers senior patrol leader. So he was over the other patrols, and he kind of that was part of his leadership track as he does that. I'll talk a little bit more about you. Wait a minute. I'll talk a little more about Connor real quick as he did that. So when we talk about our leadership track and how we work with the boys to disciple them and work with them to be a little bit different, that doesn't mean the day they join Royal Rangers, suddenly they're a new kid when they go home. Sorry, parents. It's a process. It's a process. So Connor worked through a process this year of learning to lead. He worked with the leaders and learning maybe how to humble himself a little bit sometimes, right? How to maybe not always be the center of attention. And I'm not talking specifically to him, but the world tells us that we're supposed to be the center of attention, and that's kind of what we're kind of counterproductive or counter to what we actually try to teach the boys, and we try to teach them that to put others first sometimes and to serve others and to lead through service. So Connor's kind of achieved that first level where he's able to done that. So great job, Connor. Okay. And the next young man who's earned this award is a guy I kind of know pretty well, Elijah Post. Come on up here. I will say, and people have heard me recognize my own children in the past at times, but the hardest thing to be is a coach's kid or a Ranger commander's kid because they're here early, they're here late. Guess who set the stage up? Eli and Mrs. Post. So here you go, buddy. Congratulations. Good job on your Gold Hawk, okay? Get in here, man. Get in here. Thank you. Good job. Hey, shake some hands, man. Shake some hands. It's tough stuff. This next guy I know pretty well too. He's my neighbor, and he's at the house quite a bit, and so I've gotten to know him over the years pretty well too. And he's usually here early and late too, because if he's getting a ride with Eli, that's what's happening. So, yes, guys, on Merit Day Camp, Xander's up at like 6 o'clock, 2 hours a day before you are every week. So, Xander, Roger, come on up here, man. Here you go, buddy. Just kind of hold it right up there. That's your award. And we're going to hold it right up nice and straight. Big smile. Mom and Dad over here. Awesome. Great job. All right. Great job. Hey, shake hands. Here, give me that. Here. I'll take your hand. I'll take that. There we go. There we go. And then we've got what I call I'm not really good at poetry, but I call this the Fearsome Threesome. It doesn't always work, but we're going to call Abe Stark next. Abe, come on up. Not, yes, Abe, come on up. I'm looking at Ivan and calling Abe, but that's okay. Abe, come on up here. So I call him the Fearsome Threesome because it seems like Xander, Abe, and Eli are kind of on that same track. They've all started up Discovery Rangers at the same time. They all seem to earn those exact same awards. When I put an award in for one, I know I get to put it in for all three, which is kind of pretty awesome if you, from a leader standpoint. Okay, great job, guys. Here, go, shake some hands. Okay. All right. Okay. So moving a little bit forward, guys, you're dismissed, and thank you very much. Okay. All right. And as I said, I do not have any Discovery Ranger Gold Eagles this year at that point right now. I will say that Connor is close to his Gold Eagle. If Connor wanted to, if Connor wants to come to me with a few requirements that he wants to do, and he wants to do some summer work and earn that Gold Eagle, he can definitely do that. Where is Connor? I'm looking around for. Oh, there he is. You're back there, buddy. Okay, he can definitely do that. But right now, it's kind of it's really up to you if you want to do that. That's a really good thing. If you do that, then you'll kind of right be on your track to the gold medal of achievement if you are to do a little extra work now, and you don't need a lot. So I want to just kind of recognize Connor for how close he is on that. So now I want to recognize the Adventure Rangers on the screen. Once again, if I call the Adventure Ranger leaders up, they've been up a couple times. Got Gary Gloss and Jerry Hardy. You can see a list of the skills. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, and Howard. Howard, come on up too. I apologize, Howard. Howard is, I want to mention real quick too, Howard has just been a godsend as well. I kind of was going to talk about Howard a little bit later, but Howard is also one of our Ranger leaders trainees. He's in training. It's quite an extensive list of things you have to do to become a Royal Ranger leader. As you can well imagine, I'll put it frankly, folks in the world are waiting for young men's groups to screw up or mess up. They're waiting for us to have a chink in our cracks. They want, I don't know if they want us, but they have, they definitely are watching us due to kind of all the extra stuff that's going on with some of the other groups in the world, and we try to be really careful on that. And the guys have to go through extensive background checks. They have to go through safe child training. They have to go through a year of training to be a leader with another leader. Oh yeah, you have to do a bunch of modules and book work too. So they have to really go through some training and learn about Ranger safety, all about how Royal Rangers works, and do that to be a Royal Ranger leader. There's a list of about 15 different things. So Howard, along with Tom and Bob, have both applied. All three of them have applied to be Royal Ranger leaders, and they work on their training. And Howard worked for the last probably 8 weeks, 10 weeks, and with Gary and Jerry, and he's doing a great job for that. And he's actually, we'll talk a little more about him later. Yeah, I have more stuff to talk about with you. But so to talk more about the Adventure Ranger group, here are their Adventure Ranger leaders.
Hello. All right, with the Adventure Rangers, we were pretty busy this year. We did 40 Bible lessons throughout the year. We did some skill merits. We did a Green Bible merit, which is talking about the Bible as a whole. We did 2 5-week leadership classes. The boys did the derby cars, where they design, make, and paint a derby car. We did forestry, public speaking, soccer, and probably the favorite one was fly fishing, where we actually learned how to fly fish and went to 2 different locations to do some fly fishing. Right, right. And lastly, we got a track merit in too, and that was special because Expedition Ranger Luke Weaver actually taught that to the Adventure Rangers, so that was different. In addition to all that, of course, the boys had their camping, where they had the powwow 3-day weekend in Amherst. That was in the fall. In the wintertime, we had the Klondike at Hickory Hill for 3 days. And then during the summer, they have the Camporee out in Green, New York. So, with that said, when I say the boy's name, you can come on up. So let's ask TJ to come up. This is TJ's second year as Adventure Ranger. I really got to know him last year. He's a nice kid, very innocent at heart. And one TJ story I want to say is for the Derby car this year, Friday night we have pit night, and the kids come out and they do the fine tuning on their car, and then we have trial runs and they practice their running. And TJ, on Friday night, his car was not doing good at all. He was coming last or second last. He even tried racing backwards. Nothing was working. So he was a little dejected. He went home, and his mom told him, "Don't worry about it, TJ. Just have fun with it, and and tomorrow we'll see what happens." I don't know how TJ prays, but he must have said some kind of prayer that night. He came back Saturday, first race, first place. First race, he came in first place. Second race, first place. He ended up being the fastest car of everybody that whole day. So that was definitely a God thing. There was no other explanation. So that was very special to see for that. TJ got his, if I can find it out here. He earned his powder horn, Bowie knife. I'm sorry, take that back. He won that got this year his pine, his cedar, his oak, and his sequoia award this year. Oh, okay. Good job, TJ. Okay, the second boy we'll have come up is Jeremy Pugh. Jeremy, as you can see, is in a walking boot. That did not happen on our watch. It was at home on a trampoline. This is Jeremy's first year as an Adventure Ranger. When he was a Discovery Ranger last year, and just like this year, I look at the Discovery guys, and I know a lot of their faces, but you really don't get to know them until they come into our class. This year, Jeremy's first year, was just a joy to have him in class. He participated very well in all the questions and discussions. Very nice. Love talking with him, even though at sometimes literally he talks back to us in Japanese. But it was a lot of fun this year. And for Jeremy, he earned his powder horn, his Bowie knife, his tomahawk, and his long rifle.
Wait a minute. All right. So Jeremy last year, when he finished with Discovery, he came over and sat at my table because he was going to be an Adventure Ranger next year. He looks at me and goes, "I don't want to be there. I want to be with my dad still in Discovery Rangers." I'm like, "Well, it doesn't work that way. You moved up." So we always do the opening ceremonies. We would say the pledges. We also try to have the boys lead a Bible study. And Jeremy's like, "Oh, no, I'm not getting in front of people. No way." So then Commander Post does this public speaking merit. And Jeremy's sitting there going, "I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this." And so finally it comes to the point where Jeremy has to do a 5-minute presentation by himself on whatever topic he wants. And he starts going on. And I have the timer going. 5 minutes, my phone goes off. And Jeremy keeps talking. And keeps talking. And finally at 7 minutes, Commander Post says, "Jeremy, you've been done for 2 minutes. You're done, buddy. You did it. You can have a seat." And he's like, "Oh, whew." And all of a sudden we're like, "Okay, who wants to lead the next Bible?" And Jeremy is like, we're like, "What? Does anybody want to do the pledges?" You did. You did the pledges. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, we're like, "Oh, we have another Bible merit." And he's like, and we're like, "Could you let somebody else do it all of a sudden?" This kid all of a sudden comes from where he doesn't want to be in our class. He wants to stay with Dad. He doesn't want to speak in front of anybody, and then we can't get him to stop talking. Nice job, sir.
Next boy will be Eli Stark. This is Eli's second year in Adventure Ranger. Eli's he's a very helpful boy, always serving. Just even today during the sermon, there was confetti on the stage, and as soon as the service was over, who was up here backing me but Eli? So he's always helpful, always thinking of others. Super joy to have in class, and we're looking forward to next year to having him back. This year, Eli had earned his pine, his cedar, his oak, and his sequoia. Good job. And last but not least, Nick Pirelli. Right. This is Nick's third year in Adventure Ranger. Third year we get to know him. Nick is the kind of boy that walks into a room, he's kind of life of the party. He likes to joke around. Always kept us on our toes, that's for sure. So this year, Nick earned his, without my glasses, his second class, first class Advanced and Master Award. And I think Mr. Harding has a word to say.
I like telling stories about the kids. Like, we get to 6th through 8th grade, and there's a huge difference between a 6th grader to an 8th grade, how they mature. 6th grade, they're still trying to, hey, maybe I should be in Discovery, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, and they can't figure out, whether they want to be older, if they want to be younger. 7th grade, they try to, kind of almost, put their dominance, oh, I'm going to be the big man. In 8th grade, they kind of just roll their eyes at the younger kids going, oh, and they were just like that 2 years ago. So, like TJ, it's great to see how he has grown and he's becoming a leader. And next year, we're going to be expecting a lot of him because he is going to be that leader. Eli, just like Mr. Gary said, helping out, one merit day on a Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, he texts us, says, I'm going to be a little bit late because I'm helping dig somebody out of the snowstorm that we just got last night. And that's exactly what we want from these kids. And it's that shows something. But Nicholas, this kid is a ball of fire. He is hilarious. He is funny. He is just the center of attention. And so we were doing a Bible merit, and it was talking about men, how we're supposed to treat our wives. It says, men, put your wives first like Christ did. Love your wife like Christ loves the church, which means Christ was willing to die for me. He was willing to die for that church. Men, treat your women that way. And so I was telling that, and I said, well, let me throw out an example. And I said, Nick loves two things. He loves music. He loves pizza. I said, Nick, you've just sold your album. It's double platinum. He's like, no, it's triple at least. It's at least triple platinum. I'm like, Nick, you're not that good. You're double platinum right now. And I said, you're going to go on tour. You're going to make millions of dollars at this. Your wife looks at you a month before you got to go and says, my mother's not doing so well. I think we should stay home together. And Nick instantly was like, whoa, no. She's got 4 weeks to get better. And we're like, no, Nick, see, the Bible study was put your wife first. And he's like, I tell you what, he goes, I'll hire an ambulance with my millions of dollars and they can ride behind me. So that is Mr. Nick in a nutshell. And we are going to be missing him because he really is, he is such a fun person to have in the classroom. I absolutely find him hilarious. And I am going to miss that type of atmosphere that he brings to his classroom.
Carl, you can put the pictures up. These are some of the pictures we did throughout the year. That's Colin, who's not here tonight, but that's fly fishing, Casanova Creek. There's Nick. And there's Jeremy. In some of these pictures, you can actually see the line flying around. There's Jeremy in our soccer camp. There's Eli. TJ doing a hot one step. And that's Mr. Harding here playing foursquare with the boys. Oh, and that's one of the, I believe it was Ephesians with the full armor of God. They all were wearing part of the armor of God during this Bible merit. And that's some of the award ceremonies that we had throughout the year. There's another one. And that's the last one. Okay, just a couple pictures to show what we were doing throughout the year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Um, so now we kind of want to move on. Before I go much further, I want to kind of recognize one guy that I always make sure that I do recognize. The records that we have to keep over the years for these boys are amazing. They're huge. And I have to thank one guy for keeping that going. If you don't know or not, but Carl Ott works as our quartermaster. He's the one back there, right there. He's responsible. He's behind there. I want to give him a big hand because if this were up to me, not up to me, but this were my responsibility, I don't know who'd be getting what. It might be a little mixed up. Might be a little crazy. Thank you, Carl. I just can't. He's been doing it for 7 years for us now, or 6 years for us now, and I can't say enough about what he's done. Last year, I reconciled everything with what he's done, and I found literally one mistake in the in like the whole year's worth of stuff for all 4 groups, and I'm pretty sure that was my mistake, not his. I'm pretty sure he did exactly what I told him to do, and I was one mistaken. So Carl did a great job. So thank you, Carl. I want to, before I forget. Usually looking for my glasses around my head. That was the first place I went with them. Next, I want to kind of just talk a little bit more about about uh, the the Adventure Rangers. We have a couple of special awards to give away for the Adventure Rangers. We have here we go. The first award we have up is called the Adventure Bronze Medal, and very similar to the Bronze Falcon. Um, the boys kind of work through in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. By this time, they're starting to gain some of their leadership skills. They're starting to be ready, and they're actually leading Bible lessons. They're leading skill merits. They're sometimes coming over helping with some of the other activities, and they're expected to have just a little bit of a higher level of responsibility. Um, doesn't always work, but that's the expectation, and that's where we kind of expect that now. So we get to be surprised when a boy is not doing the things that he should be doing, which they're pretty good about that. Not perfect, but it's a process. So the first level of this is, as you'll notice, as we get further on, there'll be less and less awards. That's because the challenges get bigger. To achieve the Adventure Bronze level, if you listen, as a boy has to move progressively through his trail to the bronze. He has to earn his long rifle, his powder horn, his tomahawk, and his Bowie knife achievements. When he's completed that trail to the bronze, the boy will have at least been in 6th grade, studied and led group studies in 9 different books of the Bible a second time through. So this will be when they go through Adventure Rangers, they'll have gone through the Bible a second time. Royal Rangers is set up so that a boy will look at the Bible from 3 different perspectives and look at the major points of the Bible 3 different times. As Ranger kids, actually 4 different times. As Ranger kids, they look at it from a story and from a history standpoint. From Discovery Rangers, they look at it a little bit more from a perspective of what's going on and how it fits. In Adventure Rangers, it's more life application. How do I apply the Bible to my own life? And then in Expedition Rangers, they're called Spirit Challenges, and we'll get to that level in a moment. But it's from a spiritual standpoint. How am I using this application to develop my own spiritual gifts and learn to work with others using those spiritual gifts and learn to serve more? So Boy will have been through that 4 different times. Um, so they'll have studied at least 9 books of the Bible, earned at least 6 advanced skill merits, including 1 leadership merit and 1 life skill merit. This year's and planned and participated in at least 2 service projects. He's now eligible for Royal Rangers Leadership Training Academy and the Frontier Camping Fellowship. When I called this boy up this year, we only had 1 boy earn the adventure bronze level. So if I want to call him up and his parents up, this is a little big deal. Jeremy Pugh, come on up here. And I should have had the Adventure Ranger leaders stay up here. I apologize to you guys. Come on back up, please. I want to get a picture with the leaders when they come up. There you go, buddy. So you're going to do that same thing that they did and just hold it up, and then you'll have to give it back to me. But why don't we wait till your leaders come up for that too? Go ahead, guys. Great job, Jeremy. Congratulations. All right. Fantastic. Shake some hands. Okay, yeah, guys, stare it up here now. So that's awesome. The next guy I want to next one we want to recognize up here should be we move forward is the Adventure Silver, the silver medal, and let me just kind of do this real quick. There we go. This year we had 2 boys earn the Adventure Silver medal. To achieve the Adventure Silver medal, a boy has to move once again progressively through his trail to the silver. He has to have already earned his Adventure Bronze, and he moves through his pine, cedar, sequoia, and oak level advancements. He will have earned, when he's completed his trail to the silver, he will have been in at least 7th grade, studied and led group studies in 18 books of the Bible, earned at least 12 advanced skill merits, including 2 leadership merits and 2 life skill merits, and plan to participate in at least 4 service projects. When I give an example of a life skill merit, when we talk about that, it this year's life skill merits that we studied. I kind of look at where we're going here, and I do apologize for this. I should have kind of had that ahead of time. This year we studied the Bible merit, so they learned how to study the Bible. Last year, these boys will have gotten both a healthy body, where they learn about nutrition, exercise, the importance of keeping a healthy body. That's a life skill merit example of one. He will be taking an active role now in the Outpost Junior Leadership and be developing his leadership skills and working to identify his spiritual gifts. So if I call up, the first boy I want to call up is TJ Reinflash. Come on up, TJ. Get your mom to come up too. All right, you just jump right up there. Is your mom here? You come on up and get us. Yeah, definitely a big deal. There you go, buddy. All right, great job, TJ. Thank you. And I have approached TJ about joining the Leadership Academy this year, about joining our junior leadership team. He hasn't given me a final answer yet, so we'll see. And the next guy up is Eli Stark. Come on up here, Eli. Great job. There you go, buddy. Great job. All right, congratulations. Great job, Eli. And Eli actually joined our junior leadership team last year, and actually is a member. He did his first year of our Leadership Academy. I should go back and mention that Jeremy Pugh, I approached him about that as well. Jeremy Pugh and his parents have decided that he is going to join the academy this year, join the Leadership Academy. I'll talk a little more about that in a minute. So Jeremy has said he's willing to give it a try, going to jump in. So that's good. And the last one this is the second one, right? Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about real good is the Adventure Gold level. This is the highest level that you can earn as an Adventure Ranger. And we have to show, when a boy's done here with this, to achieve the Adventure Gold level, he has to move through his first class, second class, advanced, and master level achievements. He will have earned his Adventure Silver medal, and when he completes the trail, he will have been at least 8th grade, studied and led group studies in 24 books of the Bible, earned at least 18 advanced skill merits, including 3 leadership merits and 3 life skill merits, and plan to participate in at least 6 service projects. He also will have been actively part of the Outpost Junior Leadership Team for at least 1 year. There are other, if I can call this young man up, I'm going to talk about him a little bit. Nick, probably come on up. So did Nick have to do something for you guys earlier? Yes. Nick's giving me the look. But Nick had to do some, Nick, in addition to doing all the things, boy has to be able to tell the meanings of some different things and talk about more the meaning of Royal Rangers, more in depth of why we do things and things like that. Nick was working on that this year. So typically what will happen through when he gets his gold medal, which is now, and Nick is actually, you received your Gold Eagle already, right? In Discovery Rangers? Yeah, okay, so Nick has received that. So now that he's earned the top award in 2 levels, Nick is eligible to work on his gold medal achievement, and that should take about 1.5 years. He's got some reading to do. He's got to create some service projects, a service project, he's meaningful one. He's got to do a capstone project and present to the Outpost Council and the Leadership Council in Western New York that he is actually ready and mature enough to have the gold medal of achievement. The gold medal of achievement is on par with the gold. It was called the Gold Eagle, the Boy Scout Eagle Scout Award. So it's on par with that, except for they do some of the spiritual things as well. So Nick, I just want to congratulate you on earning your Adventure Gold Award. You do get that. If I get Nick and his parents to come up, your mom and dad, I should have had them come up before this. And I do want to give you this. Like I said, yours is on order. Your application's over here. And so Nick, congratulations on earning that award. You've completed this. Thanks, John. Thank you. You've completed that 3rd step in your trail to the Adventure Gold. You're now eligible to earn the gold medal, which is the highest award bestowed upon a Royal Ranger. Great job, man. Great job. Thank you. Did you get a picture? Fantastic, buddy. All right, you are done now. So we're going to move on to the Expedition Rangers and here it is, I apologize. And the Expedition Ranger leader, Brian Smith, could not be here today. He had a camping trip already planned for this weekend, so we let him go. That's one of those. Yeah, they're in Gettysburg. So I am going to fill in for this, but I've gotten Brian's notes here, so I'm going to call each one of the Expedition Rangers up, and I'm going to have them. I'm going to talk with them, and then we have one special award to give out. So I'm kind of reading Brian's notes here. The first guy, if we call him up, let's call up Luke Weaver. Come on up, Luke. Okay. So Luke will just kind of, he's going to come up here a couple of times. He'll be up here about 3 different times. But just to let you know, the as you look right up there, you notice when we're in Discovery Ranger, we look in Ranger Kids. If you look at what they've studied, Ranger Kids take about 8 weeks to learn what they have to learn, and then they go through 4 8-week cycles, and we get through that. Discovery Rangers is a little more. They can only earn one thing in 8 weeks, actually 1 Bible merit in 5 weeks and 1 skill merit in 5 weeks. As we get less and less, you notice there's less for adventure rangers. Then we get an expedition rangers in high school. I like to joke and say they give high schoolers 4 years to do 3 years worth of work because they're high schoolers. But in all honesty, they ask them to do a lot more. For example, they're working right now on something called the Citizenship Merit, where they have to write reports. They have to go to what are some things you have to do? You have to go to a court. You have to go to a town board meeting. You have to interview a CPA. I don't know if they know one or not, but they have to interview. They have to do some different things like that, and they have to do some research. And it takes a little bit longer to do what they have to do. So you can imagine Commander Brian has to like really kind of make sure that they stay focused. If you have a teenager, you know what that means. If you don't, you will. It's only a matter of time. But this year, Luke earned, in addition to the sports he played in high school life that he took, Luke earned his traffic safety merit, his leadership 301 and 302 merit. He did 25 spirit challenges between this year and the end of last year. And he also taught the track merit to the Expedition Rangers and Adventure Rangers. So congratulations, Luke, on those. Not yet. All right, great job. You're dismissed. The next Expedition Ranger that I want to recognize is Peter Pirelli. Come on up, Peter. This is Peter's first year as an Expedition Ranger, right? Yeah, this is Peter's first year as an Expedition Ranger. Peter, as you can see, has worked on our junior leadership team as well. Peter acted as our assistant and many times senior patrol guide. Luke was a senior patrol advisor, but when he couldn't be here, Peter acted at that, and most times he was doing the opening ceremonies for us and that type of thing. This year, Peter earned his auto mechanics, his track merits. He's working on the citizenship one right now, right? You're working on your citizenship. He's working on that citizenship one we talked about, and he's also learned his leadership 301 and 302, along with 16 separate spirit challenges, which are what they call the Bible studies of spirit challenges. So great job, Peter. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. And our third Expedition Ranger is Andrew Nadler. Come on up here, Andrew. Do you drive? Come on over here. Are you a driver? Well, he doesn't drive, but Andrew has earned his traffic safety award, which is great. Andrew, how old are you? Oh, good. So it's a good thing you're not driving yet. But when you do, are you ready? Are you getting ready to drive? Are you excited about it? He's a little excited. So when you do, you're going to be a safe driver, right? Yes. Yeah. One's yes, one's no. Not getting behind the wheel, is he? That's okay. Just give us all a warning, okay? Heads up. Okay. But yeah, so Andrew earned his traffic safety award. He earned his electricity award. He earned his auto mechanics award. He's also, so not only can he drive safe, he can fix it when he crashes it. Nice. Okay. And it just dawned on me. Sorry about that. And leadership 301 and 302. So that's really good. The other thing, Andrew, you're working on your citizenship award as well, right? So you're right there. As soon as you get that, as soon as you finish that citizenship, you get that. Cool, huh? So he's got a little bit of a carrot out there. So he's almost ready for his first advancement. So great job, Andrew. Thank you. So on the screen, you can kind of see that list of things that we talk about that we did. The next award that I'd like to give out is the E2 Award, Expedition Second Level Award. Peter and Andrew are working on their Expedition First Level, but the E2 Award typically takes about 2 years to achieve. So it's a little longer. All the other guys get 1 year. They get about 2 years to achieve that. To achieve that E2 award, a boy has got to be in at least 10th grade. He has to study and lead group studies at least 50 separate occasions. So that's why it takes a little bit of a while. He has to earn at least 12 master level skill merits, including 2 leadership merits, 2 essential life skill merits, planned and participated in at least 4 separate service projects. If he's eligible, he should be working on his gold medal achievement requirements as well. So when I call this boy's name, and it's no secret at this point right now, if I could get this boy to his parents to come up on stage along with, well, Commander Smith's not here, and he can get his award. So Luke Weaver, if I can get you to come on up again. If I get Mom and Dad to come up for sure. See, I have a sample with an ER in it too. There you go. But that one's, I think, exactly what you have right now. Yep. So that's the sample. So, Luke Weaver, congratulations. And for those of you who don't know, you can stay right up here for just a moment, and I'm gonna. You can be. I'm gonna call the other boys up. So Mom and Dad, you can go down. I'm gonna leave them up there. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Luke is also our only Saber Cord Award person. That's where he kind of gets to wear this dress uniform. He's been through the Leadership Academy, and Luke has committed to, for this year, going and being an assistant leader at Leadership Academy. So Luke is committed to doing that, and that's fantastic. We'll give him a big hand for that. If I could get the Leadership Academy, the junior leaders to come up, if you guys could all come up real quick. I just want to say a thing about that very quickly. So if you talk to me very often about Royal Rangers, you're going to hear me mention the Junior Leadership Academy or the Leadership Academy in Royal Rangers. To me, this is where our work is really done. When I look at a boy, I see a man. People say, how can you deal with these kids the way they are? Sometimes I say to myself, how can I deal with this? But I kind of look at them and I don't see them where they are. I see them where they're going to be. And when I look at these 4 young men, I don't see them as they are. I do, but I see them where they're going to be. I see them fulfilling God's plans for their lives. I see them becoming men of God and leaders in our community, the kind of leaders that we need to have that are not afraid to stand up and say right is right and wrong is wrong, not afraid of absolutes. And the world tells us we have no absolutes. I'm proud of these boys because they've stepped forward and they've said, I want to be part of the Leadership Academy. I want to do that. And their parents have said, I want to do that. And I think about in the Bible, Samuel, when his mother took him to the church, to the tabernacle, and gave them to Eli. And he said, raise this boy. And every year she came and she checked on him and she made sure she provided food and things like that for him. But she said, raise this boy as a man of God. Now, and I think of that, and we have committed men, 15 committed men in this church alone that have said, I am committed to helping disciple, mentor, and act like men of God so the boys have something to look at, something to look at in the world other than their own family, because in your family, your father may act like a man of God, but in the world, you don't see it all the time. So they get to see that there's other people that act like that too, act like men, I should call it, and that's something we talk about. So Leadership Academy is, it used to be, if you go on our website, it says it's a 5-year commitment. It used to be a 5-year commitment. Now it's anywhere between a 4 and a 6-year commitment, depending on the maturity of the boy. One of the smart things Royal Rangers did is they allowed a boy to what they call fast track, go into like do it in a 4-year period, as long as they commit to the additional years of leading. And that's what Luke did. Luke said, okay, I'm going to take my junior academy, I'm going to take my leadership, my Saber Corps leadership a year early, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to lead. I'm going to practice my skills leading a camp. So they do that anywhere between 4 and 6. It starts now, if you want to take the first year, the practice camp, it's called a merit camp, starts when a boy has reached 4th grade, has finished 4th grade, and then it goes until they're done. And then the second year is called RTC, and it moves up. And the first year is kind of a practice camp. They go in 4th grade, they learn what it's like to form patrols, to work together in a team, to learn tiny little leadership skills, so they come back and they're ready. And then after they've done that 2 years, they come back 2 years for there. They get the utility uniform, the leadership uniform that we use here, and they get to work as our junior leadership team. If you were at the event that we had last week, the Big a Friend Day, that was entirely planned and run by these guys right here. So, so fantastic. So I just kind of wanted to kind of recognize them for what they've done. They stay at meetings afterwards. They attend our leadership team meetings. I go to them when I need something. Each one of them has kind of a different responsibility in the outpost, and they do it very well. So give them a big hand, please. You're dismissed, guys. And if you have any questions about your boy, if you've got a boy that's in at least 4th grade, about what level, and if he wants to join the Leadership Academy, please just come see me afterwards. I have that information. The next thing up is I've got just some information, promotion. If somebody would turn those lights over there, I've got a video about our upcoming powwow summer camps this year. And when we're all done, there's a table right out there where I'm going to go right out there very quickly. If you got any questions for me, let me know. Once again, if you want pictures in here, Kim is going to be over here taking pictures. If you want to get some pictures in front of there, you can do that. We are about to dismiss, but I do want to, I've got the summer camp information out there. So, Carl, if you want to go ahead and show that video, then we're going to close in prayer, and we will be done. And I've got the schedules and the information for that out there. And so I'm going to kind of hustle over and go over. And if you've got information, some of you boys have credit for summer camp for the work that you did on at the spaghetti dinner, for the tickets you sold and things like that. So there's some credit there, and I have that out there as well. So Outpost 292, attention. Okay, if I get you to bow your head for a word of prayer. Father God, we just want to thank you so much for what you've done for us. Thank you for the families and parents that have come out, dedicated their time and their energy to bring in their boys out each week. Thank you, Lord, for this awesome ministry that you've given us, and thank you for the men that have stepped up and said, I will model myself after a man of God. Father God, we just want to thank you for all these things. We ask safety throughout the summer. We ask that you bring the boys back next year, completely refreshed and ready to go for another year. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.